Hi, Kevin Wachtel here. So why is culture such a big deal? Why do we even have a consulting practice that focuses in trying to work on these areas? Well, research shows that only about 12% of organizations really understand what their current culture looks like, and only about 19% of organizations really know what the right culture is to get the most effective results from the resources they've got. And we all know that resources are pretty dear. It's expensive to run an organization. It's kind of like you want to make a wonderful soup, and you've gone out and you're buying all the most beautiful, fresh, grass-fed, free-range kinds of ingredients, the beautiful chicken and vegetables, and it's all organic. Yet the broth that you're going to put all this in is tainted in some way. Maybe somebody spilled something in it. It's got hot sauce or something that doesn't work right. So you can put all the best ingredients in this broth, and it's going to be bad. The broth is your culture, and that's why I like to focus in this area. That's why I'm so passionate about it. And really, we've got a methodology that we use that looks at current culture. It looks at your ideal culture, and then it looks at the structures and tools that you have within your organization, like human resources processes and job designs and those types of things. And we actually can apply really the most statistically valid tools in the business to really understand what your cultures are. And really what it ends up being is that the measure of your current culture is the way we're expected to do things around here. And that gets passed on through the water cooler, it gets passed on through management processes, it gets passed on through working in groups. And we also want to look at, what do you think the ideal culture is? So it's what should be expected here. So we've got the way we're doing things here and what should be expected here. And our methodology looks at comparing the two. So we look for gaps. And really the opportunity is to move an organization from something that's not as constructive to something that's more constructive. And by using the integrated diagnostic tools from Human Synergistics and combine that with my 35 years of business experience and having gone through the process in a real live organization and seen the results, we can really get a very fine-tuned plan that'll probably really reinforce the things that you've already been thinking already, and really create an action plan that steps through those areas that'll help move your organization from where it's at now to a more constructive organization. And that really helps improve performance. And my results were, we increased our revenue growth rates from about 1 or 2% to over 10% and generated $40 million of incremental net growth. Net promoter scores, which are a way to measure customer satisfaction, went from a minus 20% to over plus 82%, which is a really profound increase. We improved our output quality from the high 98s to 99.95%. We decreased our unit production costs. We increased by 40% our employee engagement. And those are just some of the typical things that you can achieve by going through a cultural evaluation, cultural development and improvement process, really by looking at how it all comes together and really focusing on how can you make it more constructive so that you unleash the power of your staff. When I took my organization, my last organization on, I had 550 people. It was pretty clear that only about 150 of them were engaged. So if you can go from engaging 150 people to, let's say, 350 or 400 people, the power that gets unleashed with people making suggestions on how to work better, making better decisions in terms of how to support your customers, and defeating silos and being much more effective in how they're engaged with their coworkers, it really makes a profound difference. And that's why I'm so passionate about doing this, and so passionate that I know we can bring really significant improvements to your business as well.